Hello guys, I'll give you a summary of what have happened so far for the tooth magic, and um, then I will give some comments about it. So let's go. First, yeah, I did the tooth magic December 5th here, as you can see, bottom left corner. So then directly after, a tooth fell out of Barcelona Olmo. And also the day after, actually, I'll do a video about that later, or I did a video later about that the day after I did the tooth magic, then it became a brawl on an airplane mid-air, and someone pulled out their own tooth out of their mouth. And this is exactly what I talked about in this video, bottom left corner here, the magic video. I talked about teeth falling out. And yes, it started falling out here, Barcelona Olmo, like 2 days after. And then the day after that, John Lennon's tooth was destroyed. The attorney of Luigi Mangione would fight tooth and nail. Paramount Pictures promotes Sonic 3 with unsettling teeth meme, which means that they actually promoted the movie for Sonic focusing on the teeth as a mockery of the teeth. Then a week later, Barcelona, like a week after Olmo lost a tooth, Barcelona Lopez lost a tooth. And then I started looking into this Spikey Jones song, All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth. And funny about this is that Spikey Jones is also a movie director, has the same name, and he's born on my birthday. And actually, my baby son got his first front tooth on Christmas Eve. You see? All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. So then, this is the news about the tooth being pulled up on an airplane. The Superman trailer, a tooth falls out of his mouth. It's the new Superman. And an actual dentist is promoting her clinic with Luigi Mangione in it. And then a tooth falls out of a politician while he speaks in parliament. You can see it in the video that the tooth flies out. I want to stop now and tell you that it's really strange that what I'm showing is not spreading, and I'm beginning to think that maybe my listeners are AI, but what I can see is that I'm reaching out to the world. My intent is spreading. So even if all of you are just AIs pretending to calm me down or something like that, I can see that what I do affect the world. So just so you know. Then Mirror front page on the website Mirror has Linda Nolan hitting her teeth out. Yeah, it was the news of that day. And the day after that, UK Royal talks about Tooth Fairy giving £15,000. So in the UK royal family, okay? So quote unquote, okay? Then the Magdeburg, you see, every big thing that's happening has to do with teeth. So, and this is not delusional. It's not, because look at this: Magdeburg Christmas Massacre, but the Magdeburg trilogy is about the night has teeth. The night has teeth. Again, the teeth. So, and it just continues. Everything connects to it. So, and then also I have a car with Magdeburg on it that is going to the market for sale. Yeah, and then the lady on Coney Island. Coney Island is a hot dog, and the world champion 2024 in hot dog eating was a dental hygienist. And so once again, and this woman could only be identified with her teeth. And I want all of you guys to know, all of you decoders out here, you are basically fake, because you're not, like, you're supposed to be interested in what's true. And what you're doing is that you're ignoring this, and this makes me, it makes me feel that, in a way, I feel like honey. I feel like honey, and I feel like people want to take my honey, my nectar, and eat it on their sandwiches, and I'm tired of it. So what I do is that I'm able to do magic. I'm able to produce evidence for doing magic. So, and this continues, right? So we have Christ, the Lord of Toothache, and on St. Stephen's Day, and St. Stephen's Cathedral has this Lord of the Toothache, Carpenter, the singer, releasing Sweet Tooth My Espresso, December 27th. This Alveola, she has the same numerology as the bone that holds the teeth. And so, yes, this just continues. And now lately we had Jimmy Carter, and he is a man of teeth. You know, he symbolizes teeth. And this is why he celebrated 100 years teeth, you say. So every big news that's been, except for the airplanes, 2 airplanes crashed, all big news have been about the teeth. Every single one of them. And I have thinking about this meme is about teeth falling out, and I'm thinking it falls out on the unworthy. Is my thought here about this. And what's happening here up to that point is a collection of feelings. People feel things, and that's totally understandable. But what I mean is that the entire population of Earth feels things, and these feelings will create the momentum from the symbology in the news, so that something will start. Okay, and it's almost like I want to create this, you know, who's the closest, you know, maybe it's the enemies, you know. So you guys, you're decoding, and you're like fake, you know, because don't you see that all news have been about exactly what I said? Like, where's your honesty, you know? It's fake. So, and also, I want you to know that some people have one way of being and then they leave a comment section, and it's another person, you know. I also think that it's you know, maybe it's the denial, you know, someone, because what I'm doing here is maybe very scary, you know. It's like, oh, this is scary, because you can see that, like, how would I know that there would be all of this news directly connecting to teeth? How would I know? Like, for example, the Magdeburg, like, and now we have Jimmy Carter, the president that is literally symbolized by the teeth. Also in his election process. How would I know? How would I know that it is like this? Well, I don't really know. It just becomes like this. It's like the puzzle fills itself in. And people believe, like, I want you to know that, like, I haven't had this ability all of my life. And yes, people have taken my honey and eaten my sweet honey, you know. And it's like people still dream that they can do this, you know. But what I'm doing here is to I want people to know that um, I am I am very displeased with decoders out there because I no longer want to have reasonable doubt. Reasonable doubt means that maybe you didn't know, you know, maybe you didn't know what's in front of you here. So reasonable doubt is over, okay? There is no reasonable doubt anymore. Because what's happening here is obvious. Like, for example, this guy here, Spiky Jones, all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. October 22nd, birthday for the movie director. Okay. And also they discover a whale that has wisdom teeth, and they shouldn't have. It's like whales shouldn't have wisdom teeth, but this had, you know. So I am very skeptical against decoding channels, and I really don't want to give away my sweet nectar. People bless each other. They say, "Oh, I wish you the best. Oh, I wish that you feel better. I wish that you are not sick." Things like that. People say like that because it's almost like they don't have they don't have any honey, you know. For me, it's like I tell you that if I would tell you that I wish you well, I wish you, like, it's worth something. If I say that, it's worth something. So I can't tell you that I wish you the best, you know. I can't do that, you know, because it's worth too much, you see. If I tell you I wish you well, I wish you wouldn't blah blah blah, you know, then it's too much, you know. I think it's worth too much because um yeah, you know. And so um what I'm doing here on my channel is to kind of push the gas pedal. And I truly believe that. So what I started here on December 5th, which you can see in the bottom left corner, I told you that it's about teeth. This is magic. I'm telling you, I'm taking the risk. I'm taking the risk of ridicule to show you that this is real. And then it starts. And this kind of magic ability, no one does it, okay? And if you did, and if anyone did, you would correct me. What I do is that I put my reputation on the line, and I tell you that this is magic. This is something is going to happen here. I know it for a fact, and it's a difference, you know, because some people get this feeling about something. but they're not sure about it. I'm sure I know that I can. Like, as you can see, every news is about it. Every big news is about it. So what I mean with every big news is basically front pages, and this Luigi is starting to connect to it. New big movies, politician tooth flying out in parliament, front page, and kind of the British royal family, you know, quote unquote. Magdeburg connecting directly to teeth, you know, this should be obvious. But where it's going is that I know that, like, I've always had honey, to like the sweet honey, and when people wish each other well, it's not worth anything. But if I would wish you well, I think it would be well. I'm just telling you. And therefore I can't wish you well, even if I would like to fit in with you other guys that so easily say these things. But yeah, Magdeburg. Yeah, so I'm very cautious about my honey, and it means that, you know, it's not really, yeah, it's not really worth it. So but what I'm doing is that I'm proving that I'm doing magic, and it's kind of like metaphorical to putting a knife to a throat, right? It is metaphorical of that, because what I'm telling you is that I'm screaming in your face that I exist. That's what I'm doing, and I'm showing you that every news is about this. You have the woman in the subway burning, connecting both to hot dogs via Coney Island and teeth, and the hot dog world champion eater was a dentist hygienist. And then we had this horrific murder with a pizza delivery. This one was really obvious. Now Jimmy Carter, and it's going to continue. And of course, I'm met with opposition and maybe mockery in what I'm doing right now, but of course, because this is supernatural, and I'm trying to show that it's real. Like, I really want consensus that this is real, and I kind of want this. I kind of want to use magic as a metaphorical knife to the throat. Metaphorically, you know, it's spiritual, and there is. I want to reach a consensus with this method, because I don't like giving away honey to a world that is like it is, and people, you know, I don't know, it's irritating to me, but this should be obvious. I mean, it is there something here that doesn't make sense? No, it's not. So this was really interesting when a tooth flew out of the mouth of a politician in parliament. Okay, how can people ignore this? You know, this never happens. A tooth flying out of a politician of parliament. How long after was it? Just a bit of time after I did my tooth video, and still people, I mean, people don't believe it, right? And maybe that's the way it should be, you know. Maybe the teeth must fly, you know. Maybe that's how it has to be, and and so I believe that we're going there. because of all of these facts. And so now you see it, you know. And yeah, Jimmy Carter is about his teeth. You can see it in my latest community posts. Re-elect Carter, big teeth. You know, because he's famous for his teeth. That's it. Because it's a teeth pattern. And shame on you decoders for ignoring this. This is a consistency which is there because of magic, okay? And so wait, I'll show you some. Why can't I? So some more Jimmy Carter images. He's famous for his teeth, okay? Shouldn't be hard to understand. Then you have the pizza connections to Brianna alveolo, connecting to alveolar bone. It's so obvious. This isn't hard. It's not hard to see here. Why can't I change image? Whatever. So, yeah, Squid Game, second episode. He lost a tooth. You know, it shouldn't be hard to see this, and you have to see from my perspective, guys. So what I did is that December 5th, I decided to risk my reputation by saying that I'm doing tooth magic. This is going to be potent. I believe I said it's going to be potent. And then it started. Here it is. Okay? And what I'm doing is that I'm showing that I exist, you know. I'm simply showing that, like, how would a butterfly show that it exists? It would fly. So I'm using the tools that I'm given to show, like, to be, like I am, you know. I'm screaming, I am. And into this reality, into this world, I am, you know, I'm screaming. And you want my honey, that's all that you want, but I want to show that I am, you know. And you want to bless each other, but I can't, because it's too valuable. I can't bless you. It's sad. It is, because I want to fit in also. But it doesn't work, because as you can see, when I say something, it's in general going to be worth something if I say so, if I bless someone or whatever. I know people want my honey. I know it for sure, and I'm tired of it. Even if you put it on your sandwich in a beautiful way, I don't like it. So I can do magic. My magic is like is metaphorically like a knife to the throat, but I am entirely non-violent. I don't. I'm not a proponent. Yeah, Violence is bad. I don't smear people. I don't verbally misabuse people. I don't. I don't label people with labels that no one wants, or even other labels. I don't do these things. But what I do is that I show that I exist. And it's going so far. I have done similar things before, but I think I will try to make this go further. So this is like metaphorical to like, yeah, but I mean, I truly believe that teeth are going to start falling, and um, I'm very disappointed in decoder channels for having the eyes to see but ignoring. Okay, I'm very disappointed, and um, but there is always an antagonist. It seems like in a way the world is fake, but so are you. You know. So are you, because if you're a decoder and you ignore the consistency here, you're fake, you know? What can I say? It's so obvious, like, um, and what I did is that I started something here, and it shouldn't be hard to see, you know? Why do you think he lost a tooth on camera, this politician? It's not supposed to happen like that. This is like a ridicule of him. But also, as I said, he's a regular person, like just as just just as a normal person, you know. So yeah, and this is also very clear that directly the day after I did my magic on December 5th, there was a brawl on an airplane and someone pulled out their own tooth out of the mouth. So this is real, and it affects reality, and um, I can't I can't I can't bless people. I can't give them best wishes, you know. I can't do that. I can't do these things. Like some people say Happy New Year or whatever. I can't say it back because it's too much, you know. It's almost like you're going to have a wonderful new year if I say so, you know. And you know, why would I say that if no one helps me? No one helps me, okay? What I'm doing here is novelty. It's novelty. And so my honey is very valuable. So if I bless you, you're going to be blessed, okay? And I don't like that. I don't like it, okay? Do you get it? I would rather I would rather I would rather like say bless you, and then nothing would happen, okay? I would love that, okay? So I can't say that. I'm sorry. Um, yeah. So it's a hard. Life is hard, you know. Um, but yeah. So no one really wants to admit what I do. So I need to make it like costly, you know. It's costly. You're here for some entertainment. You're going to be entertained, but yeah. And yeah, I'm really tired of decoders that have the eyes to see, and they just are they just suck, guys, okay? You suck if you're a decoder. I mean, seriously. Um, yeah. The, the way to avoid this, I mean, how are you able to avoid seeing this holism here, this consistency? How are you able to avoid it? Um, and here, this is like extreme. Magdeburg trilogy is a book, like the first book of the Magdeburg trilogy. The knight has teeth, you know? It's obvious. And But there is like, no, the important thing is to just take my honey from me. That's all. Slowly, in some way, find a way to take it. Anyhow, I got claws now. I got claws, and I didn't have it earlier in my life, so now I have it. But I also, yeah. So see you guys.